Well, welcome back. As you know, selecting a jury in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery has been challenging. 64 jurors, qualified jurors, is the magic number they're trying to get to. As of this weekend, they had 55. There may be a little bit of a problem with that. 17 jurors are being vetted today. As you know, the defendants are facing malice murder charges, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and criminal attempt. So we have our very own boots on the ground, Brian Buckmire from the Law&Crime Network. Brian, welcome back. Happy Monday to you. And give me a breakdown of what's going on with this jury.
Yeah, so like you said, Bob, Friday night, we thought we were that much closer to getting that magical number of 64 jurors. But we knew that Judge Walmsley said that he would be considering one of those jurors. And this morning, we found out that he actually struck her for cause, agreeing with the defense. The reason being was that it appears that she's a single mother, that there's a father in the picture, but he doesn't have custody over the child. And there's no child care for that child after 5:30. So what I've learned about Georgia, which I actually really like, is if there's an issue with childcare and you have a child under the age of 6, just like if you're over the age of 70 and you do not want to participate, there's actually, it seems like almost a statutorial or some sort of just like a common understanding that those people are disqualified. And the judge, I think to his credit, said, we don't want to rush this young woman out of here to go pick up her kid at 5:30 because they can't guarantee that each and every day. So that person was disqualified. We're back at 54.
Yeah, Brian, you were telling me before we went on air that there was something interesting that happened with one of the jurors who did get struck for a cause based on their view of the case. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Bob, so everyone's being asked the same question. Do you have a fixed opinion? Do you have a negative opinion based on the defendants? And for the most part, you would get what you believe. Yes, we've seen the video, we've heard the reports, we have somewhat of a negative impression of the defendants, but we will try to put that aside. This, from my understanding, was the second time this has happened where they have a negative opinion, but not towards the guilt of the defendants, but towards the innocence. They believe that this was a citizen's arrest and that this was self-defense. And for the second time, we've had a juror be struck because their belief was so fixed as to the innocence of the McMichaels and Bryan that they would not change. That was interesting to see because that's, like I said, so few of them have had that opinion.
You know, Brian, I've been asking this question all around. If the judge said, okay, well, that juror is going to sit, I'm not going to strike them for cause, and you don't have peremptory challenges, that kind of juror could actually sit on that jury trial.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the prosecution would have a strong argument for trying to get rid of that individual. But interestingly enough, Bob, that person was struck on consent of both parties. Typically, you would see the defense trying to fight to keep that juror in for the exact theory that I think you're hinting at, Bob. You want to get the other side to use up their peremptory challenges. But the defense, I think, is realizing how strongly that person's belief was that their clients were innocent, regardless of any information that may be given later on. And so they agreed to disqualify that person. But we're hearing also, for example, Kevin Goff, the attorney for William Bryan, he's asking the judge to allow for a greater amount of alternate jurors, more than the 4. So we're not quite done yet. We took, as I said, 55 steps forward, and we're taking 1 step back by disqualifying a juror. Still need 10 more. 17 came in today. 3 are already disqualified. This looks like, to me, Bob, that we might not get opening statements until, if we're lucky, Tuesday afternoon or sometime on Wednesday.
Wow. So, I mean, at least in the next couple of days, Brian, you anticipate we will wind up having a jury and moving forward with the trial in the middle of the week. Is that right?
That's what I would expect. The other thing I would add as well, Bob, is I keep saying this because we're both trial attorneys. You start doing trials around November, you get to worry about Election Day, which is tomorrow. You get to worry about Veterans Day, which is November 11th. And, of course, Thanksgiving. But we're being told that they're going to work through both Election Day and Veterans Day here. The Sheriff Neil Jump is a great guy. He's been really making sure that things have been moving smoothly. And he told me if the judge wants him and his sheriffs to come in and work, they're going to do so and make sure that everyone here is safe and things are kept orderly and we move this trial along.
All right. Awesome, Brian. Always great reporting and always appreciate your insights as a trial lawyer and a journalist out there. Brian Buckmire from the Law&Crime Network. See you soon, Brian.
See you soon, Bob.
It was the video that shocked the nation. An unarmed black jogger, 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery, gunned down in broad daylight. The 3 men charged will now stand trial. For live gavel-to-gavel coverage of the trial, subscribe to Law&Crime on YouTube TV today.